Robert Hisee, the UK's #1 unconscious mind therapist. Isn't it amazing where you spend your time in your head is the life that you lead? So if you're focusing on your future, or if you're focusing on the past, all equals your happiness or sadness, depression or excitement. So when your thoughts go from here and now to the past, here and now to the past, you're going to get very negative emotions from the experience. So we'll have our memories, and they're good to have, especially to see how far we've come. But looking back to seeing how good you once was is only reminding you that you're not as good now. I look good back then, reminds you don't look as good now. When I was young, I had so much energy. What have you just said in the moment? You don't have any now. You can think of the traumas from the past. How does that make you feel? When you think of the past traumas and the bad things you've been through or experienced, you feel the emotional quotient in the moment. So when you put your thoughts into the future, what happens? You start to visualize good things. If you start to create goals, if you visualize yourself driving the car that you've always wanted, if you start to see yourself starting a business and how you're going to do it, and just put your mind in that direction, focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. So in the thoughts of here and now to the future, you're going to find happiness. Thoughts of here and now to the past, you're going to find sad emotions. When you take bad past experiences or learnings and throw them into the future, that is then anxiety. So, if a girl has some ex-boyfriend cheating on the next partner they get with, they take that experience and they think the next partner's cheating from them. If you've been stabbed on a bus, or you've even heard that your friend got stabbed on the bus, next time you get on the bus, you can get anxious to see if there's anyone on the bus that could cause any damage. If people see people dying, sometimes they take on health anxiety and they visualise themselves dying. So taking bad past experiences doesn't have to happen to you. You can read it in a book, you can watch it on the telly, you can learn something in your life, then visualising the future happening to your loved one, and that's what anxiety is. So a lot of psychotherapists say depression's the past, anxiety's the future, you got to live in the here and now. What a load of bollocks. I'll tell you why. Your brain makes 58,000 to 68,000 thoughts a day. 58,000, 68,000 thoughts a day. So if your thoughts are in the here and now, and you're not creating future thoughts, guess where your thoughts are going to go? Your brain can only access the memory, and the unconscious will bring up some memories. And also, the unconscious mind can take the prehistoric brain and go, remember what happened back then in that learning? Well, that could happen again in the future. It tries to protect you. So like a prehistoric brain. So you're either going to find things to feel down about, or take bad past experiences from the future, which will create anxiety. Your brain's job ain't to make you fucking happy. It's your job. It's our creative mind. It's our soul, our consciousness, our spirit, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But consciousness is what we're living in. We create thoughts. We create our things. We pick our clothes. We create who we are. We're creative beings. So when you understand that you have to create your future, life can become a lot easier. And if you practice taking the time a day, because not a lot of people even want to work on their mind. They expect it to change, and it's there. It's not there. Your muscle don't grow in your arm unless you lift weights. You don't get good at running unless you start running. You can't learn to swim without getting wet. So what you have to do is take the time to sit and focus on your future. I don't care if you fucking write your future down each day. My cousin does a good one. Every day she gets up and she imagines and visualizes a parallel universe of her life how she'd like it to be. So you're putting your mind in that manifestation state of seeing yourself getting up this morning, instead of going to work, you're walking down the beach, whatever it may be, driving a car, doing whatever you're doing, getting married, whatever. She go through whatever she has that day in her mind. So however you manifest, however you want to create your visualizations, however you want to reprogram your RES system, it's just by doing this here and now to the future thoughts, you're doing exactly that. So I will take time out of your day just to journal and make sure you're visualizing in the right direction. So focus here and now to the future if you want to feel happy emotions. Have a good day.